Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Series Sellers Podcast by Helium 10. I'm your host, Bradley Sutton, and this is the show that's completely BS free, unscripted, organic conversation that we're going to have today. It's actually our AMA, our Ask Me Anything, and our special training that we do. So we are going to go ahead and get into it, but I'm setting up my computer right now because I'm going to do some live demos. I want everybody here in the room watching live, or if you guys are watching this on the podcast, pause this if you're in front of a computer and break out your computer too, especially those of you who've got like a platinum annual plan or diamond annual, and you're going to be able to do exactly the things I'm going to do. If you're not able, if you don't have that account, don't worry, don't tune out. This is still important information for you. We're showing you how to get thousands of dollars back on your Amazon account. So everybody go ahead and open up your Helium 10 and your Amazon Seller Central. This is going to require Amazon Seller Central as well. And then also, after you've done that, let me know in the comments, where are you guys watching from? How long you been a Helium 10 member? What's your plans for Q4? What are you guys doing for the Black Friday? Not Black Friday, but before Black Friday, we've got Amazon Prime Day coming up. But the second one, which is called, I believe, Amazon Prime Big Deal Days, right? What are you guys doing for that? Anything special? Let me know. Let's see if I can see some of the comments here while I'm setting up. All right, we got Canada in the house. We've got Italy in the house. Me or somebody from my team will be going to Italy in November into Milan. We're going to do a workshop. So, Arshad, I hope you are able to attend that. That would be great. Wales. I'm going to Wales for the first time in the during Black Friday, as a matter of fact, during Black Friday. Let's see who else we've got. Joe's been a Helium 10 member for 4 years. Welcome, welcome. Van in Vietnam. Joe in Vietnam. Well, we got a big crew from Vietnam here. I love it. My namesake here from Iowa, Brad, Helium 10 member for 4 years. Awesome. UAE, I'm going to Dubai in December. Mexico in the house. What's up? Rashad says, when am I going to Italy? That'll be November 11. Right. I'm trying to find out which account I've got the information from here. All right, you guys, let me know in the comments. Have you guys logged into your account? Because I'm trying to get into an account where I can show some of this stuff myself too. Okay, here we go. There we go. I think I'm in the right account now. Maybe I am. Creative. Yes, here we go. Here we go. Perfect. Unfortunately, I don't have this dash here. I'm trying to find an account. One of my accounts, I have a special dashboard message. All right. So let's see. We got Egypt, India. Come on, guys. Let me know. Let me know in the. Chrissy says, I just started. Don't have an account. No. Chrissy, you didn't hear what I said? I was like, hey, it doesn't matter if you don't have an account yet. This is still going to be beneficial for you. It's important information to know. And we're gonna do ask me anything. You guys can ask me anything at the end of this. So those who stay to the end, you need help on your Amazon account, you need help on your Helium 10, just let me know. We're gonna get into it. All right, let me just kind of like level set here what the situation is. So, for a lot of you, you might have seen the message already that on October 23rd, Amazon is changing the look back period of when you can claim lost and damaged. So what that means is Amazon sometimes loses products at their warehouses of yours. They sometimes damage it, and they're supposed to refund your money when that happens. And a lot of times they do. So what the problem is, though, is sometimes for whatever reason they don't always refund the money like they're supposed to. And so when that happens, it's okay. It's not Amazon necessarily going and stealing all of your money. They allow you to file claims if you are missing the money. All right. And then, once they do their investigation, sometimes it's instant. Then they will say, all right, yeah, we will give you the money back. And then they refund you like within days. Now, if you have never used a service before, whether it's Helium 10, whether it's an outside service, if you have never used a service that audits, or you don't audit your account completely to look at all the uh, disbursement reports and the reimbursement reports and what Amazon has returned to you, what Amazon has lost. If you've never done that, you could be owed thousands of dollars. Like in my experience, half of your half of 1% of what your gross revenue is, you could get back. All right. So to 1%, I've seen some accounts get 1%. So let's say you've sold in the last 18 months $100,000 worth of inventory. Basically, that means that you might be owed $1,000 potentially. All right. Or I should say 500 to $1,000. If it's a million, you could be owed up to $5,000 if you've never audited. That's how much. And a lot of services out there, which are great. The issue is that they'll take a percentage. They'll file all the claims for you and then take a percentage, like 25% of whatever they find, they keep. Now, the way I'm about to show you guys is 100% free, as in whatever we find that Amazon owes you, you keep. I wish I could take commission on that. I'd be a rich man if I could just take 1% of what we find for you, because we've found millions and millions of dollars that Amazon owes you. So I'm going to show you guys how to look at the report first of all. All right. Again, if those of you with a diamond annual plan or platinum annual plan, you've got full access to it. If not, just stay watching this, because you'll need to know it. You need to at least get the account. Those of you who have done a lot of money, and then you're going to need to know how to do this later on in the future. I saw a couple of you are newer sellers. You're probably not owed that much by Amazon, but guess what? Hopefully you get to the point where you are owed money, not because you want Amazon to be taking the money that's owed to you, but because you're doing so much revenue that inevitably things are going to get lost, things might get damaged, and Amazon might owe you a lot of money. So this is important no matter what stage of the journey you are on. All right. So now, this is fully recorded. So whatever you guys are watching this on now, you're gonna be able to watch it later. So what I want everybody to do is I'm gonna share my screen here. Hop into your Amazon account, and then some of you might have a banner at the top. Does anybody have a banner on the top that says, "Hey, you might be owed this amount of money"? I don't have it on my screen because I already kind of started this process already. But that banner would show up at the very top. All right. So I am in one of the UK accounts that I have access to. And so whether you have or not the banner, again, this is if you're platinum annual or diamond annual. If not, just watch. All right. There's nothing for you to do. If you're not this, you're not going to be able to do anything, but just watch. All right. So this is important. I'll give you a coupon code. You can get it. Again, I'm not trying to sell you some service where we're going to take a percentage. We take 0%. We actually have a service for those of you who are $50 million sellers, and you don't have the time to go one by one and do what I'm about to show you guys how to do, no problem. You can go sign up for that service, and we'll take 25% of it, and then we do all the work for you. That's h10.me/MRS. But that's not what I'm trying to talk about here. I'm just talking about how you can do it for free. All right. And then I'm going to give you 3 other ways that I have also gotten thousands of dollars back from Amazon. Okay. So let's go ahead and go. For those of you who have the banner, click the banner. For those of you who don't have that banner, I want you to click on the tools and then go to Refund Genie. Okay. Neil says he's got a message here on his computer. It says last chance to claim $1,600. All right, Neil, you are set to go. So if you have a platinum annual, Neil, you're going to be able to get $1,600 today in the next 30 minutes potentially. All right. So Neil's got his Helium 10 account covered almost right there. He's got, anybody else have a message like that at the top of their screen? I'm just curious what message you guys are showing. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and go into this Creative LG account. Okay. I'm going to hit details. You want to go to the ones that have stars. And as you can see, this account is selling in a lot of platforms, selling in Germany, UK, Spain, France, Italy. Some of you might only be selling one platform. Doesn't matter. The process is completely the same. Now, as you can see, for a lot of these, I have already requested reimbursement. You can see I hit processed. So I'm just gonna go to the UK one. Let me see if I have any open. I hope I can find one that I have open. Yes, perfect. All right. So as you can see, I've got a whole bunch of what's called FN SKUs. All right, where Helium 10 found where Amazon owes me money. All right. So if you're auditing, if let's say you don't have Helium 10, and how can you get this? Well, you would download your transaction reports and the ledger report, and then you're going to look back at any event that happened where you've got damaged or lost inventory. Okay. And then now you're going to go back into your reimbursement report, and you've got to cross check if Amazon already reimbursed you for that exact FN SKU that went missing. And that's what Helium 10 is doing. Helium 10 has automated that process, and that's why we are giving this report here in Refund Genie. All right. So there's nothing for you to do other than copy and paste. All right. So did anybody find an ASIN that has it? InBay says, I see this screen, lost items, but can't see damaged items. Well, for you, if you don't have damage, that means Amazon hasn't damaged. That means Amazon has already refunded you for everything that they've damaged. And for whatever reason, Amazon is pretty good at reimbursing sellers with what's been damaged, but there's a lot more money that is owed to you from what's lost. All right. So don't worry if you have nothing damaged. All right. Wow. Oh my goodness. Brad Dassall says he's got 24 guys. We might have a winner here today. Brad Dassall, I am going to help my namesake out there get $24,000 live on the air. All right. Brad, you with me? Brad, what level Helium 10 plan do you have? Do you have a platinum annual or diamond plan? If so, you are going to get $24,000 potentially today. That's crazy. I love it. I love it. We're making big dents in a good way to your bank account today, guys. Maria, look at Maria's here. Maria is owed $18,000. Wow. All right, Maria, what plan do you have, Maria? Guys, two people that are live on this call are going to learn how to get almost $40,000 back from Amazon, 100% for free. And I don't get a commission on any of this. Gershom says he's owed $7,600. Wow, you guys are good. You guys should be happy you tuned in live today. Excellent, excellent. Joe says he already got 20,000 back per year. Great job, Helium 10. All right. Brad, are you on the platinum annual plan? Brad? If not, hold on. We're live, guys. I'm not sure if this will make the replay of this because we streamlined the recording. But Brad, I'll give you a couple minutes here. If you're not in the platinum annual, just upgrade to the platinum annual right now, bro. Use this code SSP10 because it's going to cost you I don't know, whatever difference, like $900 or something. But we're about to get you $20,000 probably. All right. So Brad, hurry up, upgrade to the platinum plan right now. SSP10. Use that code. You connect with customer service. Do what you have to do because we need to get you your $20,000 back, Brad. If you're not on the annual plan already. All right. Same thing for you, Maria. You're on the platinum plan, but if you're not on the annual plan, you're not going to be able to do what we're about to do. So Maria, you too, use the code SSP10 and tell me when you're ready because I'm going to start this, but you guys can hopefully it'll only take you 2 minutes to upgrade, but you need to get your $15,000 back, Maria. All right. Brad is platinum annual. You are good to go. Maria is platinum annual. Perfect. All right. Now we're going to do this all together. All right. So what I want, Brad, Maria, anybody else is doing this and go and open in Seller Central. All right. Go to your Seller Central account of whichever one that is you're owed the money in Helium 10. And then I want you guys to hit help and then get help and resources. Okay. Maria and Brad are already on platinum annual. You guys are good to go. Look at that. They don't even have to pay any extra money and they're going to get all this money back. I love it. All right. Maria and Brad, I'm doing this with you. Oh my goodness. In Bay Park. Tebak. In Bay Park beat everybody. In Bay Park is owed $60,000. Guys, we're getting $100,000 live on this podcast today. In Bay, do you have a platinum annual plan or above? Lori says mine is stopping after they identify. What What does that mean, Lori? What does that mean? Mine is stopping it after they identified the order. Let me know. Inbay Shivi, Hebak, $60,000 he's owed. Inbay has diamond. Inbay, you're ready. All right. So Inbay, Brad, Maria, get it ready. Lori says it says they found it. Yeah. Sometimes Amazon will say some of the ones they found, but for me on my US accounts, 95% of what Helium 10 found, they returned to me. Yeah, and then contact the associate. Lori says it shows contact the associate. I'll show you what to do for that. All right, I'll show you what to do. Okay, Tony, you're good to go too. Tony, set this up. Joe, Son Diamond, set this up. All right, we're going crazy here, guys. We're getting $100,000 live. All right, so now, as you can see, I'm just going to do a couple of the small ones. By the way, if you are owed for one ASIN any big amount, guys, I almost guarantee Amazon is going to require you to open a case, but they solve it within like 48 hours. Some of these little ones, I'm going to get like, it looks like 10 euros here, 7 euros here. They're going to refund my money immediately. You're going to say, hey, yep, we agree with you. You're good to go. But other ones, especially the bigger ones, or if some of my items like this account, this account is a beauty account. And so there's a lot of products that are no longer on Amazon for whatever reason, like it got suspended in this account. If you have a product that is not currently live on Amazon, Amazon will deny your money. So that's what I said today, guys. Today, we're not just talking about how to use Helium 10 Refund Genie. This is general information. Even if you're not a Helium 10 member, it's important. So just keep in mind, usually if you had a product that was suspended or is not active on Amazon, a lot of times they are going to use that as an excuse to not give you your money back. So if there's any way for you to get your product back on Amazon, do that first before making a claim on that product. I hope that makes sense. All right. So Brad, Inbay, Maria, the ones that I want you guys to start with are the ones that you know are pretty much active on Amazon. You're not going to have issue. All right. So let's go ahead together, guys. You three and whoever else, Tony, whoever's on this, copy one of the first FN SKUs. All right. That's on one of your reports. Okay. You just hit this button that has copy. And then once you do that, hit processed so that you know it is done right here in Refund Genie. Now switch over to your Seller Central tab, and you are looking for something that might say inventory lost in FBA warehouse. If you see that, just click this, and that's what you need to look for. Now, if anybody's listening on the podcast or watching this on YouTube, and you do not have a button in Amazon Seller Central support that says inventory lost in FBA warehouse, don't worry. Some marketplaces, you don't see it. All you have to do is hit this button that says my issue is not listed, and then just type in inventory lost in FBA warehouse, and then the widget is going to show up. What shows up? Let me just show you by hitting this. All right. So Brad, Maria, Lori says, do I pick those or reimbursement report? I don't know what you're talking about, Lori. Like, are you in Refund Genie, Lori? You should just be copying these where it says FNSQ. Make sure, Lori, that you only hit the Refund Genie report that has a star on it. All right, it has a star. Reminds me of that Megan Thee Stallion. Okane kasegu watashi wa star. All right. Anyways, we're not here to hear me rap. Paste. When the window comes up that says enter FNSQ, you paste the FNSQ that you copied from Refund Genie, and then you hit continue. Okay. Lori, I think you're looking at the wrong thing. You might have clicked on the wrong one. There's nothing to download. You hit the one that with a star, and then you should have the exact same screen that I was showing. Okay. Now here, as you can see, I have multiple SKUs. So if you have multiple SKUs, you have to pick which SKU. So I'm going to go back to my Refund Genie. Refund Genie has that here too. I see which SKU it is. Let me copy that. And it is this SKU right here. So I'm going to hit this SKU and let's see what it has. Aha. This one this is one of those ones I told you. This is a restricted product. So this is not my account. So I didn't get my money back on this one. Why? Because this product got restricted on Amazon. I told you, this is a beauty product that I'm in. For Brad and Maria and Inbay, what did you guys find on yours? Did you guys get it? I'm going to try another one. I might have to do a few of them here. This account has a lot of restricted products. So I am going to go ahead and get help with a new issue. and watch. I'm just going to do this really quick. I'm going to copy another one. And I'm not sure. A lot of these, this is why they're probably not here. A lot of these might be already restricted. So let me just copy another ASIN here. Hit inventory loss in FBA warehouse. Paste the FNSKU. Hit continue. Please don't be a restricted product. Let's see here. Boom, goes the dynamite. All right, look what I just did in 3 seconds here. I pasted FNSKU. This was not a restricted product that I had. How many units did Helium-10 say I was owed? I don't know if you guys caught that. Potential units, 1 right here. And then how many did I get reimbursed right now? 1 unit. Helium-10 was 100% accurate on that one. All right, perfect, perfect. All right, next one. Let's see. What did look at Brad. Brad said these items have been processed for reimbursement. Brad, how much was that one that you just did? I just did one that got me 10 euros. How much did you get? Who's done a big one so far? Who's done a big one so far? Lori says, yeah, so something's going on with your screen, Lori. So Lori, what you needed to see was a screen that looks exactly like this. Do you see a screen, Lori, or anybody else that looks exactly like this, where it says lost and damage report, and it says lost items and potential refund, and then it should be a screen of all of the FNSKUs? If you don't see this, you might have clicked the wrong thing in Refund Genie. How much? Neil got $75, and he's got another one that said invalid. All right, so Neil might have some products that were not eligible. But Neil just got his whole month almost of Helium-10 covered. All right. InBay says, I've got a difficulty on damage item reporting. All right. So I don't have any that's damaged here. But the difference, guys, on damage reporting, let me just show it for any InBay or anybody else who is trying to reconcile their damage. You have to do the transaction ID. Okay. So this is, I don't have any here, so I can't do it, but I'm just going to pretend I do. All right. So if anybody ever finds that Amazon owes them money from a transaction, from a damaged item, instead of the FNSKU, what Refund Genie has is the transaction ID. So InBay, if you have the transaction ID, you copy it, you go to Amazon, you get help with a new issue. And as you can see, there is not one for inventory damaged. All right. So InBay, or anybody else, what you do is you hit my issue is not listed. And then you put here, investigate inventory damaged at FBA warehouse. All right. And then you hit continue. Okay. And then you select right here, inventory damaged in FBA warehouse. All right. So hit that one, InBay. And look here. It says enter up to 25 transaction IDs. So in Helium-10, again, I can't show this to you because this account, I didn't have any damage that was owed, but there will be just a button to select a whole bunch of transaction IDs together. You paste them here at once. No commas, no punctuation, things like that. You can paste up to 25 and then you hit continue. And then that's how you get your money back on the damaged. So InBay, the transaction ID is in Helium-10 as well. So right here, as you can see, I am looking at the lost, but you need to go to the damaged section of Refund Genie and it will show the transaction ID. It's not on the same page as lost. All right. For everybody else, while you're looking for that InBay, let me go to another couple ones here just to make sure everybody's got the process for lost inventory. Here's another one where it says I'm owed €7, about $10. Let's copy this. I'm going to hit processed. And I go up here back to Seller Central. I say get help with new issue, inventory lost in FBA warehouse, paste the FNSKU. And this is either going to be, so this one, it says create a case. So sometimes if it gets denied, you have to create a case. So everybody, don't just go copying and pasting these and not reading what it says. If you ever see one that says create a case, hit that button. Okay. Sometimes you have to take an extra step with Amazon to get your money back. So I'm going to hit create a case, and then they'll get back to me. All right. On if I'm owed that money. Neil says, I just noticed that I was not clicking the copy and just highlighting the FNSQ and pasting. It pastes with a space. Yes. Make sure to hit the button that just says copy, and it'll highlight the right one. Maria, you did the exact right thing. That's exactly what I just did. Maria says, hey, I got a message that said resolve your issue. It requires additional investigation in the case has been transferred. That's exactly what you need to do. So guys, do not, when you guys are trying to do this fast, whether using Helium 10 or not, don't just blindly do it and then go to the next one. Read the message, because if there's a button that says a new case needs to be made, you have to hit that button, or else Amazon will say, oh, too bad. You didn't do the case. All right. Dimitro says, I got a message that says upgrade to a plan that includes refund. Yeah. So Dimitro, you need to get on the platinum annual plan. Platinum annual plan, Dimitro. How much money are you owed, Dimitro? All right. How's it going? Inbay, Brad, Maria, how much money have you guys got so far? Let me know. Let me go into another account. Let's see if I'm owed. I don't think there's any damaged here. Let me just take a look here if I have any damaged. The last I checked, I already got the money back from the damaged stuff. So let me go back into Refund Genie. Lost and damaged. Yeah, I don't have any. I don't think I have any damage in this one. So let me hit details. Let me look in another account real quick. Yeah, no, everything was lost. So everything in these accounts was only lost inventory. Okay. Neil says, when it says that one is found, do you have to choose my issue? No. The only time you ever need to hit something is if there's a button that says create a case, or you might have to create a case. Sometimes they're doing an audit on everything. Helium 10 just tells you how much you're owed, but then they'll let you know how much was lost, how much was found, and how much was never reimbursed. And then you're looking for the one that says, oh, this is reimbursable, but they'll tell you how many they found too, just to, try and be proud of themselves, I guess, on Amazon here. Dan says, what do you suggest for sellers who are on platinum or a few hundred? Dan, if you're on the regular platinum plan, you'll be able to see how much money we're estimating you're owed. And if it's like $400 or $600, I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh yeah, you need to go ahead and upgrade to the diamond or to the platinum annual plan. No, because that's going to cost you money. So, I'll tell it to you straight. You have no need to upgrade to the platinum annual plan. You just kind of I would say, try and take the time to figure out how to do those reimbursements on your own by doing all those reports. But if any of you are seeing something, that being said, Dan, if you're planning to be a Helium 10 member for a long time and you're paying monthly right now, $99 a month, don't forget, if you do go to the annual plan, you get 2 months free. All right. You're getting 2 months free if you switch the annual plan. So if you're planning to be a Helium 10 member for a while, even if you're only owed $400, theoretically, I guess it's still worth it for you, Dan, to upgrade, because you're going to be paying us anyways. And now you save 2 months and now you get $400 back. So that's like getting 4 months for free or 6 months for free, because you're getting 2 months free plus the 4 months if you are owed $400. All right. So yeah, it's up to you, Dan. But anybody out there who has a message where Refund Genie says, hey, you're owed $1,500, you're owed, $2,000, $10,000, it's a no-brainer. Just instantly upgrade, and then you're going to make that money back and more. Okay. Maria says, I have 2 reimbursements so far, $178, and the others need cases. Excellent. Yeah, if you did you have, Maria, did you have any line item where just one item was like a really big amount? Usually if it's like $300 or more for one item, Amazon says, oh, I got to investigate it. All right. Neil says, I assume that means everything is good if it says these items were found. If they're always going to tell you which one is found, but there should be one or two, if Helium 10 says so, that's reimbursable. Yeah. All right. How are you doing, Brad? Oh, Brad said, I've got a couple $1,000s so far. Very easy process. Thanks, Helium. That's great. Brad just got 2 years of Helium 10 subscription paid for. It's like he never has to pay Helium 10 for 2 years because he just got that money back in the last 15 minutes. I love it. I love to see it. Inbay says, I've done a few hundred so far. Excellent. Excellent. Look, guys, how many live calls do we actually literally make people money on the call for free? And people are making thousands of dollars out there that they're going to get in their account. I love it. I love it. Maria says, our items are a bit expensive. Just one is over $300 and an expensive one is around $2,000. Yeah, I almost guarantee, Maria, I bet you Amazon said, oh, we need to open an investigation for those expensive ones. Let me know. I bet you they did. All right. Neil says, I'm about 10 out of 12 process. Perfect. All right. While you guys are still doing that, Brad, Maria, Inbay, keep going. Let me give you, remember I said I was going to talk about different ways you can get money back from Amazon. Here's another way. And this I've never done in any of these accounts. So I have no idea what I'm about to find. All right. So for the rest of you guys, and this is if you are on any plan of Helium 10, the refund genie, you got to be on a platinum annual plan at the least. All right. And again, really quick, if anybody was like, hey, I am not a platinum annual member and I want to take advantage of this, don't pay full price. Use the code SSP10 to upgrade to that platinum annual, and then you'll be able to get those refund genie reports. SSP is in Serious Sellers Podcast 10. All right. Now, I want everybody else, regardless of what plan you have, to go into Helium 10 alerts. That is in operations. Okay, operations, and then hit alerts. And I'm not sure if anything's going to show up on this account, but let's take a look here. Oh my goodness, there is. Oh, this is juicy stuff. See, this is not an account I manage all the time. So take a look here, guys. All right. Is everybody on this page? All right. So here at the top, does anybody else see this? I would say most of you probably don't have this, but this account does. Does anybody at the top left of your alerts see a message that says products with size tier optimization suggestions? Let me know in the comments. I know there's like a gap in time here, so I'll just pause here because I want to see if anybody else has this. This is rare, but this is the number 2 way that I've gotten thousands, or I'm getting thousands of dollars back from Amazon. Wow, Brad is just like making money left and right from Helium 10. He's got 7 suggestions. All right, let me explain what this is. So anybody with any Helium 10 plan who has alerts, go to your alerts, and on the top left, if you see products with size tier optimization suggestions, this doesn't mean 100%, oh, you're going to be able to take advantage of this and make a lot of money. But let me explain what this means. This means that we detected one of your items that has a package size that is within like 1 or 2 inches on just one side that will help you go from one size tier to another. Let me give you a quick anecdote of what I did recently. In one of my accounts, one of the coffin shelves I sell, I had this message, and my package is fine. Like the package that I have is like, hey, it's not like I have a whole bunch of empty space in there. But I saw that if I take away 1 inch off of one side, guess how much money I save per package on my shipping fees, guys, to Amazon? $3.50. All right. Let's just calculate that out here. All right. So if I sell 10 units a day of this coffin shelf, that means that if I make this package adjustment, I'm going to go from large standard size to standard size and save $3.50 per unit. Times that by 10. Every day, I'm going to save in Amazon fees $35. Now, I can't just snap my fingers like I did with Refund Genie and get this money back from Amazon. No, that means the next time that I am ordering this product from my manufacturer in China, I redesign the package and redesign the actual product a little bit. Not everybody can do this, right? But the coffin shelf is like, I can make it an inch smaller and it's still a good coffin shelf, right? So that's what I did. And then I did this 2 months ago. This order is now on the water, on the way to me. Okay. So remember I said that's $35 a day. Might not seem like a lot. This is only a product I sell 10 units a day. Now times that by 365. Guys, this one alert that I got, how much is that saving me? Anybody do the math right there? $12,700, guys. I am going to get extra per year on my profitability for this product because I was able to reduce my packaging by 1 inch on one side. All right. So, how does this come up? Helium 10 is analyzing your account. And if they see you have a package that is really close to one of the big size tier, I mean, 1 inch doesn't always make that big of a difference. But we are looking for the ones where it's literally the difference of going from one size tier to the next size tier. That's why not all of you are going to have something here in alerts. Hopefully, none of you, I mean, not none of you, hopefully, most of you don't have this because that means you've been kind of like throwing away money for a long time, right? But if it is, so those of you who have this, Brad and the others, click on it and let's go to those products and let's just take a look. Here it is right here. This is a floor lamp. All right. This is a floor lamp here. And what is the message saying? You see here how there is a big red info sign. Okay. So this one, I could go from extra large to large bulky. What about this one? This one, I can go from extra large. Look at this. If I just take width by 1.1 inches, I go from extra large to large bulky, and the FBA fulfillment cost goes from $21 to $19. Boom. In this account, they will get $2 back if they can change their size by 1 inch. Okay. Oh my goodness. Brad, are you sure you're reading this right, Brad? That's crazy. Brad says on one of his, he just has to reduce the height by 0.2 inches. Good grief. 0.2 inches. And he can go from large bulky to large standard size, decreasing FBA fulfillment from $17 to $7. What in the world? By 0.2. Brad, are you sure you copied and pasted that right? That's insane. How many units, Brad, do you sell of that product? Brad is making ridiculous money off of Helium 10 today. He's making thousands of dollars from Refund Genie. He already did thousands of dollars he got back, I think he said. Or was that InBay? I forgot. But now he might have somebody ask. So how many units of that do you have? Rob, by the way, Rob asked a great question. Here, Rob says, does Amazon remeasure the dimension automatically, or do you have to ask them to do it? You have to ask them to do it. All right. So once your new inventory with the new dimension is in Amazon, you have to ask for remeasurement and just say you change your package. Going back to a question from InBay, he says, I downloaded the damage item spreadsheet. InBay, that tells me you're doing the wrong thing. You might be looking at the old Refund Genie. The new Refund Genie has 0 downloads. So if there was nothing that had a star that allowed you to go to see the damage, then you're looking at the wrong thing. That means Amazon already reimbursed you for everything. All right. The only thing you guys should not be downloading anything in Refund Genie. Everything is in the app. The downloadable things, those are from the old Refund Genie. All right. So those are the time is probably already ended on when you can get your money back on those, or Amazon already reimbursed. Daniela says, to get alerts, do I need to have Diamond? No, you can be on the Platinum plan for that. Well, Brad, how many units of that do you sell a month or a day? Brad might have just made thousands of dollars here. Maria says, does Refund Genie get updated in what time frame? It just got updated for everybody, and then it might get updated one more time right before October 22nd. But the update that everybody has in Refund Genie now was done about 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, and it covers the last 18 months. So is it possible that since it was updated 3 weeks ago, some of the things Amazon might have reimbursed you for? Could be, because it was 3 weeks ago. Okay. Anyways, I'm not sure if Brad's still with us here, but that is another way you get money back. And that I am getting $12,000 back from Amazon because I saw that I could change my package by such a tiny bit, and it's going to save me $3 per unit. Now, I've never ever seen one like Brad's where he says he has a message where he is so close, only 0.2 inches away, and then he can go down to $7. That's insane for his packaging fee. So that would be crazy if he can do that. All right. So that's number 2. Number 3, another way is just alerts by itself. All right. So one of the alerts, guys, one of the things that alerts is doing, it's monitoring if Amazon changes your dimensions. Okay. If Amazon is changing your dimensions. So pay close attention to this, everybody. I once got $5,000 back from Amazon, but I never should have given Amazon that money in the first place. Helium 10 helped me get $5,000 back, but it never should have happened because the instant that Amazon changed my dimensions erroneously, like some random employee in some FBA warehouse, I don't know, they were like drinking on the job or something, and they measured it in a ridiculous way, and they increased my package size by like 2 inches, right? And so I'm like, okay, I just expect Amazon to do the right thing all the time, and I wasn't paying attention. And Helium 10 gave me the alert, but I didn't notice it. I don't know what I was thinking. This was like 3 years ago. And then what happened was I was looking through my alerts, and then I looked here in event history. So guys, go through your event history, okay, and then see, did something change for your dimensions? And then if it is, and it's the wrong dimensions, you can go and file a claim. This part has nothing to do with Helium 10. Helium 10 tells you what happened, but the next part, you go on your own and just open up a case and just say, hey, Amazon, you guys changed my dimensions erroneously on this date. That's the beauty about Helium 10 is it's going to tell you the date that this happened. Like look at this. We sent this person a message that on October 23rd, their product description changed. All right. So when something happens, an image changes, a product description changes, dimensions change, Helium 10 is notifying you on that date. So then let's just pretend that in this situation, they had a, a dimension change that was wrong and it happened on October 23rd. So what I'm doing right now is I have a limited time. I'm not going to be able to get money back all the way back to October 23rd. You can only get money on dimensional changes within the last 6 months. So what I would do if in this make-believe world where Amazon changed this, whatever the heck this is, this piece of furniture here, I would say, hey, Amazon, on October 23rd, you changed my dimension from this to this, causing me extra Amazon FBA fulfillment fees. Please reimburse me for this amount and remeasure because this is the wrong dimensions. And then obviously you have to be 100% correct. Like you got to be sure that you've got the right dimensions. And you can't like just tell them that it's this size because what is Amazon going to do? They're going to go and remeasure it and then to check if what you're saying is true. And then if it is, then yeah, they're going to refund you like thousands of dollars potentially if that's how much extra they've been charging. And of course, depending on how much extra, how much your sales have been. If you only sold 10 units, well, they're only going to they're only going to reimburse you the $20 or whatever is the difference. But on this one product, it was my main coffin shelf. I was selling hundreds and hundreds of units, and I was, doing it at a price that I was getting charged extra every single unit for shipping because they had the wrong dimensions. All right. So that's a third way that you can look and where Helium 10 can help get you money back by notifying you if that's happened. Now, let's say you've got lots of products and you're not sure, you didn't have alerts on. By the way, guys, the only way you're going to get notified is if you hit this on button for your product. So what everybody should do right now who has a platinum plan, you don't need an annual plan, just even if you're on the monthly plan, go into alerts one by one, guys, turn it on. All right. Otherwise, this tool is useless to you if you don't turn it on. You got to turn it on. All right. For all your products so that you will get notified if you have a dimensional change. But let me show you something on how you can do it just on the fly. All right. This is like a little hack. All right. And this is the fourth way that you can kind of like look and get money back. Watch this. Go to one of your products on Amazon. I'm going to go to this one right here. Let me see if this even works here. Yeah, this product is not even being sold right now. Watch this. Go to any product, guys, on Amazon. I'm going to show you a little hack right here. A little helium-10 hack that's kind of hidden. What in the world? This is not a floor lamp. So obviously it's like somebody messed up this listing here. I don't know what the heck is going on. All right. Now watch this. You see how right here under the BSR chart, it says revenue calculator and sales estimator. This is a hidden thing. This is like one of those video game hacks where you have to like hit a couple buttons to release something. So hit revenue calculator and then hit sales estimator again. And look what happens. Look what comes up. All of a sudden, this new little widget shows where it shows the package dimensions and the item dimensions. Now, this, guys, is only going to work if you have a product that is very close in size to the package size, right? Like for example, it's not something that you have to assemble, or otherwise this doesn't work. Like for example, I've got this water bottle right here, right? You can just imagine that, what the dimensions of this water bottle is. Let's just say it's 12 inches by 5 inches by 5 inches, right? Well, this is a solid product. The package that it's going to go in is very close, right? Like maybe there's a little bit of packaging. So I know that if this water bottle is 12 by 5 by 5, the package it goes into should be slightly, I know my own package, right? It's only going to be like maybe 12 and a half by 5.5 by 5.5. Does that make sense, guys? It's like the package dimension should be very close to this because I know there's very little packaging. So then what I do with this hack is Helium-10 is surfacing the item dimensions and the package dimensions. So if you've got something like this where I see, all right, item dimensions 12 by 5 by 5, but then I see package dimension 14 by 5.5 by 5.5. What do I know? I know that probably Amazon has got the wrong dimensions because I'm like, no, there's not like a 2-inch gap inside the height of my package. And then I might go back and look at my history of what this package dimensions was. And this is another way, even if I didn't have alerts on, this is the way I can kind of audit a lot of my products and see, did Amazon somewhere change my dimensions? Because there's no way that there's like a 3-inch gap in my package. I hope that makes sense, guys. All right. So this is the same thing. Let me show you a better product. I'm going to actually show you the Helium-10 coffin shelf. All right. By the way, guys, do not click on my sponsored ads, please, and cost me money. Here we go. Here's Helium-10 coffin shelf. Let's run it on here. Now, the Helium-10 coffin shelf has a box very similar to the size of the package. All right. So I go down here and I got to wait for the Helium-10 widget to show up. My computer is super slow. I apologize. Meanwhile, InBay says, would you let me know how I can find the transaction ID for the damage? It's the same exact place where you had the lost items, InBay. So the only way in that account, when you hit the lost and damaged with the star, if you only see lost there, that means you have no damage that you are owed. It'll show up on that same page. It'll be another tab that you hit for the damaged. So on the summary at the top, InBay, it'll tell you how much you're owed. And then it'll say X amount for lost, X amount for damage. If you see nothing that says damage, that means you're not owed any money for damage. Okay. So anyways, I'm here on the Amazon listing page for the coffin shelf. I do the little hack where I hit revenue calculator and then I hit sales estimator. And then the widget comes up. And this is exactly what I'm looking at. All right. I am looking if one dimension is way too big. All right. 14 long, the package, 15. That sounds reasonable. 3.5 wide, the package, 4.13. That's reasonable. 7.5 deep, and the package, 7.68. So you see how in this case, no, my package is the right size. What would I have been looking for? I would have been looking for a discrepancy on one side. Like if it says my item dimension is 7.5 and it said my package was 9.5, well, guess what? I bet you Amazon owes me $1,000 because that means sometime that they added a couple of inches to my package, even though it's not true. And I would have been able to claim that from Amazon. So that's the fourth way, guys, that potentially you can get thousands of dollars back. Dania says, I love the photos in the listing. Who did them? That was AMZ One Step did these listings or did these images. Did they do all of them? Yeah, all of these were from AMZ One Step, who's in the hub.helium10.com. Originally on the original listing, I did the images with, or my team did the images in Helium 10, but this one I sent to AMZ One Step's photo studio in Bali for that. Lori says, what if that column only has downloaded rather than details? I think she's talking about, are you talking about Refund Genie again? So let me go for what Lori's talking about here. By the way, guys, put your questions right now. That's all I was going to show you today. Now it's your turn to ask me any questions about any possible thing you could have in the last 5 minutes here. Let's go to Refund Genie and let me see what Lori is talking about here. Did you have a button that says how much money total you're owed? Like right here, last chance to claim X amount. If so, you should have a sum that have a star up here and it should have details. All right. Remember, all of these ones at the bottom of your Refund Genie, guys, that were from different months, it says loss and damage, and it says download. Completely ignore that. Those are useless now. We replace this. This is a brand new Refund Genie. You are only looking for the ones that have stars. All right. Only the ones that have stars. All right. Let me look back. There might have been some questions here that I missed. How's it going, Maria, Brad, Inbay? How much more money did you get back from Amazon? All right, let's see. So yeah, this is a good question by Shubham. Says, we had a similar dimension issue where Amazon changed the package dimensions and we had to pay more in FBA fee. We raised the case and they did rechecking and they said they are correct, even though they are not, because we have checked it on our side. Our 3PL checked. In fact, suppliers also check. So you need to have the package in hand, okay? And then show them the pictures of every dimension. Now, here's the thing. If it's a rigid box, like a cardboard box, then if you show them the size and nothing is bulging out on anything, they should accept it. If you show them the size of you actually measuring it on each side. Now, here's what I've had. I sell bat-shaped bath mats. It just comes in like this poly bag. Now, the poly bag, it's different sizes because no two are the same. All right. So, and they will measure to the very end of the plastic though, even if it's not the package and it's not technically the width, they'll screw you in that way. So like I'm doing something new for my new shipment because of that. So the only time where you can pretty much be like, hey, Amazon, you guys are full of it, is if it's a rigid box that's square or rectangle and you could show the exact dimensions with a tape measure and you don't have boxes that are bulging out because they count that. If it bulges out, they're not measuring to the edge, they're measuring to the bulge. Shafik says, thank you for your lessons. You're a good teacher with Kevin King. Lessons from Helium 10 completely changed my mind. I love it. Neil says, from the alert screen, is there a download that has all of the dimensions that Amazon has listed? No. That's a good feature request, though. We could do that. But you will be able to see product by product any product that had their dimensions changed inside of alerts. Rob says, does the new version of this product widget help? What is going on? My light's going crazy here. Rob says, does the new version of this product widget help with indexing or is it just a free ad? What's the best way to add a new version? So what he's talking about is like, let's say there's a product, like Apple AirPods or something 4.0 or whatever, right? Well, then if Apple comes out with 5.0, they don't want it on the same ASIN. So Amazon technically requires, if you are doing a new product, they don't want you just to replace the old product. They want you to say this is a new version. Now, not everybody complies with that, and Amazon doesn't really have a complete way to know if you're doing that or not. But basically, you would start a new product, it wouldn't be a variation of it. And then let's just say that, like there shouldn't be a case where you're selling the old product in perpetuity, right? Like maybe there is. But in that case, like all the keyword value that you got, the old product is still going, and now it'll send some traffic there to your new product. Now, is that going to help ranking? It might help it a little bit on the new product, but not much because it's not a direct from search click through to there. So anything where a customer is having to click through multiple ways, it dilutes the impact on SEO, right? It still helps, but it's just diluted a little bit. But yes, that is what Amazon wants you to do if you're updating. But you know, between us friends here, I did. You saw that coffin shelf, right? Did the coffin shelf always have a coffin gift box and LED lights? No, I added that. So technically, I have a new version, but I didn't do that new version thing because I still just wanted to take advantage of all my old reviews and all my old history of that other product. Maria says, "Is in Helium 10? Is there a function that ups the ad budget when it gets out of budget?" You can set budget rules. Yes, in Atomic, you can set budget rules for those kind of things. You can even do like day parting too, where you could say, "Hey, turn off my budgets or turn off my targets on Saturday nights because my ACOS is not good." Or you could say, "Hey, I run out of budget usually on Sundays. Increase my budget on Sundays." And then take it back to normal on Mondays. You can set up those kind of automations in Helium 10 Atomic. So if you want a demo of that, Maria, just go to h10.me/atomic and you can get a demo of that. Brad says the ASIN listed for size tier optimization were switched to FBM. Aha. Okay. So yeah, I mean, obviously you're not going to save money in FBA fees if you switch it to FBM. You're fulfilling it yourself. He says, I do have one ASIN that has FBA fulfillment that I could change from $14 to $7, but only sold 54 units. Okay, hey, money's money, guys. 50 units times $7, still 350 bucks if he's able to get that size changed. With the economy nowadays, guys, I'll take 350 bucks any day of the week. Shamika Shamilka says, how do I organize a refund if the dimensions are wrong? So basically, you show a picture of you measuring the product with the right dimensions, and then you open up a case with Amazon and tell them the date that they change the dimensions, and then the pictures that shows the right dimensions, and just say you're requesting a refund on it, or reimbursement. Actually, is the correct term. Inbay says, I did so many I can't calculate. I love it. Inbay made thousands of dollars today on the call, guys. Maria has 17 cases still pending. I think Maria was owed like about over $10,000 total. So hopefully those cases, let us know, Maria. Like send a message to customer support when you get notification by next week of all the money you're owed. I want to like see how much money you got total from Amazon. That would be great. Your next disbursement from Amazon is going to be huge. Maria says, is there a function that ups the ad? Oh no, that was the same question you already asked. Okay. Anon says, I just got a bad review on Amazon, but it's from an unverified purchase off Amazon. It's my own brand and I only sell on Amazon. So, um, the, yeah, that happens. All right. Now you could try and report it and then you could say, hey, I think that this, review is suspicious. I do not sell on Amazon, but that takes you maybe 2 minutes to do. So is it worth it to do? Sure, you can try, but don't get your hopes up. 95% chance Amazon's not going to do anything about that. unless they had detected some kind of like fraud from that reviewer. All right. That's just, unfortunately that's the cost of doing business on Amazon sometimes. Daniela says, can you review the four ways? So number one, refund genie lost and damaged, submitting those reports. Number two, looking at the helium 10 alerts size optimizer, where it is looking for products that are within 1 inch of a size tier change. Number three, using regular helium 10 alerts in order to see if Amazon has changed the dimension and then reporting that to Amazon. And then number four is going on the product pages itself and using the helium 10 widget to see if, this is if you didn't have the alerts active, to see if for your products that the package should be the same or slightly bigger than the unit size if Amazon has the wrong dimension on any of those. So those are the four different ways. All right, guys. You guys, if you guys came in later on this call, however you were watching this today, you can go back and watch the replay on this. So if you're watching this on YouTube, whatever page you're on, you'll be able to refresh it in a few minutes and see it. If you're watching this on StreamYard, the replay will be ready in about 1 or 2 hours. Thank you guys for joining us and send me messages. I want everybody who has gotten a lot of money back. Follow me on Instagram, Serious Sellers Podcast. All right, Serious Sellers Podcast. Follow me on Instagram, and I want you to tag me in a story or message me with a screenshot or maybe just a note that says, "Hey, I got this much back from Amazon thanks to Refund Genie." I would love to hear the stories about how much money you guys made today. Per my calculations, I know Brad and Inbay probably have more that they have to get reimbursed for, but we could have made maybe $30,000-$40,000 live in this hour just from like 3-4 members right there. So that is I had a lot of fun doing this. For the rest of you, don't forget, this is not some eternal thing you're always going to be able to do. Uh, After October 22nd, you're only going to, there's not going to be any more $30,000 or $40,000. The money's going to be a lot smaller because it's only going to be a 2-month window instead of 18 months. The reason why Brad and Maria and Inbay got so much money today is because it was looking at an 18-month window, but that's shrinking down. So this is like your last chance. So if you guys, it says you owed a lot of money right now, go into Helium 10 and make sure to get your platinum annual plan and get that money back. All right. Use the discount code SSP10. If you guys want more information on that, go to or use a calculator to see how much money you might be owed. If you're not even a Helium 10 member, go to h10.me/refund genie. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye now.